No, that's so interesting. When I first heard about more, I should say, when I heard more yesterday about this new strain, I WhatsApped a friend of mine who lives in London to make sure that everything was okay. And he answered the call on video from France, and they had escaped on Friday and faced no issue actually getting out of the country and taking the train across the channel and into France, where they're spending the next few weeks. What are other countries doing to kind of prevent people like that from actually making moves around the country?
Well, countries like Switzerland and Germany and Ireland are, canceling flights, direct flights in and out of the UK. So, it's been, just one country after the other, trying to prevent this new strain of the virus, this more contagious, spreadable version, from entering their countries. So, it's a real rush to put a lid on this before it goes worldwide.
What are the economic implications of this, Brendan? Because the Christmas news certainly has implications, not just for the next few weeks, but certainly for the next few months, the foreseeable future here. What are the ramifications on the economy going into 2021?
Well, we've already seen a few economists, ratchet down their economic forecast. This is, it's just not the border disruptions that are going on. It's a vast part of the country in the most strict lockdown. So you're looking at, businesses are closed, consumers who are kind of hunkering down, and so the economic implications are. Many of them are uncertain because we don't know how long this is going to last. It could be a couple of weeks. It could be, a month or longer. It just depends on how quickly they can try to control the spread. But the economic implications are not great if this carries on for weeks and weeks or months.
You mentioned, and we saw the images of the long lines of trucks making their way across the border one way or another. Is there any concern about food shortages as the UK does close borders and neighboring countries close borders as well?
Well, definitely. This is the time of year when, fishermen are shipping, live shellfish and fresh fish that goes bad if it's sitting in a truck for too long, and produce, vegetables, fruits. The grocery stores that we've talked to say that they've got enough in stock. This was, a lot of these, a lot of this congestion was predictable. But if it goes on for a month or more, then they are going to have problems if they can't source the food that the grocery stores want to keep on the shelves here in the UK. So there seems to be a sense that there's enough for to get through these short-term shocks, but we'll run into bigger problems if it just drags on and on.
Brendan, just very, very briefly here, this all coming in the backdrop of Brexit negotiations. How does this affect negotiations for the country leaving the EU?
Well, it's a dress rehearsal for the chaos that would ensue.
Yeah.
If they leave the European Union without a deal. So all this was predicted to happen if there's a chaotic exit come January 1.
Bloomberg's Brendan Murray in London. Brendan, thank you as always for your time. It's really good to hear from you today.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quick Take now for insight in an instant.